They won't be able to look away. The cracks they once ignored, the pain they overlooked, will become impossible to deny. They'll finally see that the person they thought they knew was only a fraction of who you truly are. And here's the beauty of it: by the time they realize it, you won't need their validation, their approval, or their understanding. You'll be beyond all of that. Control. The one who has faced the darkest corners of their mind, who's danced with chaos and come out stronger. They never saw it coming because they never bothered to look beyond the surface. They were too comfortable with the version of you that made them feel secure. But comfort breeds complacency, and you've been anything but complacent. While they were distracted by the illusion, you were busy preparing for this moment, this exact moment when the power shifts. When the real game begins. And let's not pretend it isn't a game. Every day you've been playing their game, adhering to their rules, but deep down, you've always known it's only a matter of time before you rewrite the rules entirely. And when that time comes, they'll be scrambling to catch up. They'll be desperate to understand the person standing before them. But by then, you'll have evolved into something they can't comprehend. They've mistaken your silence for weakness, your restraint for submission. But you've been building something inside, something fierce, something relentless. You've been gathering your strength, your power, and now you're on the verge of something unstoppable. What they fail to realize is that the same war they thought would destroy you has, in fact, become your greatest weapon. The fire inside you no longer consumes, it fuels. And when you let it out, when you decide to unleash everything you've been holding back, the world will have no choice but to bow to the force of your truth. They won't be able to look away. The cracks they once ignored, the pain they overlooked, will become impossible to deny. They'll finally see that the person they thought they knew was only a fraction of who you truly are. And here's the beauty of it: by the time they realize it, you won't need their validation, their approval, or their understanding. You'll be beyond all of that. The very things they feared, the depth of your emotions, the complexity of your mind, the strength behind your struggles, will become the things that set you free. They'll be trapped in the past, holding on to the version of you that no longer exists, while you soar, unbound by their expectations, untethered by their limitations. And in that moment, as they scramble to make sense of it all, you'll know you've won. Not because they finally see the truth, but because you no longer care whether they do or not. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the moment when you step into your full power. When the mask falls, the war ends, and the real battle begins. But this time, it's not a battle for survival. It's a battle for domination. A battle you've already won, because while they've been blinded by the illusion, you've been shaping yourself into a force of nature. You've been building the storm, and now it's time to unleash it. They thought they knew you. They thought they had you figured out. But they never saw the real you, the one forged in fire, the one who carries scars like badges of honor. And now that you're free, truly free, there's nothing they can do to stop you. The war is over. The mask is gone. And you are more dangerous, more powerful, and more unstoppable than they could have ever imagined. Stay dangerous. Stay powerful. Because now the world belongs to you. And here's the final truth: they'll never truly understand the transformation they've witnessed. They'll cling to the fragments of who you used to be, grasping for a sense of control, but that version of you has gone burned away in the fire of your own evolution. You've become something untouchable, something they can't define or contain, and that terrifies them. They relied on your predictability, your consistency, thinking they could manage you, keep you in line with their expectations. But you've outgrown their narrow vision. You've shattered the mold they tried to fit you into. You see, they wanted you to stay small, to stay manageable, to stay silent. But here's what they don't realize: the silence was never weakness. It was strategy. Every quiet moment was a choice, a calculation. You've been listening, observing, growing in the shadows while they lived under the comforting lie you fed them. But now the lie is over, and they're left standing in the rubble of their illusions, while you rise above it all, larger than life, more formidable than they ever imagined. Let them be confused. Let them feel unsettled. This is what true power looks like. It doesn't need their recognition or their permission. It doesn't ask for approval. True power is rooted deep inside you, carved from the scars they never bothered to notice. And now you wield it effortlessly, without apology. The mask you once wore, it was a tool, a temporary shield. But now that it's gone, they're left exposed to the full force of who you really are. And there's nothing they can do to prepare for that. Nothing they can say to undo the truth that's been revealed. And the truth is this: you've become unstoppable. You are no longer playing the role they assigned you, no longer bending to fit into their carefully constructed narrative. You are writing your own story now. And this time you're not holding back. Every battle you fought within yourself has made you sharper, more resilient, more dangerous. And while they're still reeling from the shift, still trying to grasp at the remnants of their comfort, you're already miles ahead. You've left them behind, lost in their own confusion, while you blaze a new path, one that doesn't require their approval or their understanding. But here's the best part: you don't need them to understand. Their confusion, their discomfort, is a sign that you've outgrown their limited perceptions. They were never meant to see the full scope of your strength, because they were never capable of handling it. And now that you've unleashed it, the only thing left for them to do is watch, powerless, as you ascend. So keep going, keep rising, keep evolving. Let them stay where they are, bound by their own small minds, while you move forward with purpose and precision. You no longer need the mask, the illusion, the lies. You are the truth. You are the storm they never saw coming, the force they never thought possible. And now the world is at your feet. So remember this: you are not defined by the battles you've fought. You are defined by how you've risen from them. Every scar is a testament to your strength, every wound a reminder of your resilience. You are powerful beyond measure, dangerous beyond their comprehension, and there's nothing that can stop you now. Stay dangerous, stay powerful. The world is yours for the taking.